dude.
What's up, dude?
What's going on down there? Oh, that looks like a Rockies one, dude. I like that.
Real bro.
Thanks, man. What's going on down there?
I lost my mind, I guess, so.
Did you?
And that kid got hit in the face.
What?
What? Because, I mean, Cliff was nowhere to be found. And I told Cliff, go feed him our own goddamn kid. Because if that had been serious and that kid was there, Quick was 10 minutes away. This is fucking bullshit. I said, you need to go tell the school board that I said that, dude. Because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, it took Quick 10 minutes to get here. I mean, I shouldn't even have said that was serious because that was serious.
Yeah. That's inches from.
Oh, dude, I mean, that's catastrophic. Catastrophic. If that's anywhere else.
And what do we do to save them? First aid doesn't prevent that.
No, I mean, yeah.
Doesn't it? Catch us. Just like, oh, you're fine. You're done it.
Yeah, he's fine. Don't take him out. What, dude? First of all, he's bleeding where he got hit. Second of all, he was walking through the line shaking hands afterwards. And dude, his, like, this was swollen up huge. Well, he was not fine.
I know, he was
wobbling all over the place. He was stepping on post ups.
I almost though, you would have liked, probably laughed before that. All the they were freaking out on that thing with the
Because they said that it should have been no.
yeah, but
This is interference.
they
It
were
wasn't.
freaking out. I know, where's he supposed to go? He actually got out of the way.
Dude, he did everything he could do to get out of the way of the ball.
But they were just griping up here, so I asked them too. I go, should I get the NSA sportsmanship and just make sure I read the list? Like, would that have been perfectly timed or what?
That would have been great. That would have been hilarious.
You would have enjoyed it.
I would have
Me
chuckled.
on the other
I would have chuckled. I knew I'd have his. He'd have my back if I did it.
And we would have said yes.
Huh?
We would have had your back too if somebody came up and complained. So no,
No, I know.
there's no way. That's called stand together.
I sent it to one of our teachers whose son plays though, and she was like, "No, you don't need to send that. Don't say that."
I think it would just be inflammatory. They were already inflamed.
I know. That's why though.
I know.
I gotta have fun up here, right?
Who won the soccer?
The girls did. Our girls did 6-3.
All right, I'll just get the score up there.
They said it was 3-3 at half,
Oh, I thought it was 2-2 at half.
or 2-2 at half. That's right. And then we scored pretty quick. Apparently they scored all three of their goals. The first two they scored within about a minute 30 of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then their second goal they scored about 30 seconds after we took the lead again. Or their third goal.
Final score was 6-3.
Yeah.
Do you know who we played?
Elkhorn.
Just Elkhorn?
Yeah, just Elkhorn.
I mean, you gotta specify anymore.
I know. I used to coach and teach at Elkhorn High though, so
So
that's
you would
the
get
only
that.
one to
That's
me.
the one you know. 6-3, okay.
My wife taught at Elkhorn South and coached there forever. And so I was just told that it's not actually a real school in Elkhorn. It's like a fake.
I understand that. I guess I better put an out on the board.
Where are the girls tonight? Busy?
My guess is they didn't even think about the fact that school was out and they might have a game.
Ah, valid. Valid.
So it ended up that, and I'm not upset about that one bit. Believe me, I'm not upset. Okay, so Thursdays have 4, we've got nothing. Okay. I'm not the least bit upset. If I could have contacted them earlier and then got the wrong time for setup. But I thought that it was because I had not said you set up, which is normally what I do. I usually send up that says you set up and I will come and relieve you. And I didn't say that this time. I said I would, if the girls were not here, I would run the game. So,
That's alright, it worked out, right?
that's right. I'm not the least bit upset. And anyone who knows me knows that I can get upset. So I'm just like, whatever. If I had a penny every time I made a mistake, I'd be rich.
I know, I feel ya. Well, especially with this scoreboard, I'd do it every other page. I'd be loaded.
So I'm just not going to worry about it. And then I did text Kelly Johnson, let him know that we about soccer. And so he went out and checked it. It's like, well, I see why you didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, I also don't know that. I feel like that probably. I'd imagine that could have been dropped on our end as well. I mean, it was short notice, I'll admit that.
And where I looked, it wasn't pulled for home game.
Yeah, probably because the conference, they never tell you when.
Right, so, no big deal. It's not the end of the world. With what happened over here today, this is where we needed to be.
Yeah.
That way you have video evidence of what happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So, I'm not worried about it. And believe me, she's kind of like getting mad. I know how to worry too. So I'm just not gonna. You don't know how many times. Oh, here's what I did the other day. I was over there running a soccer game on the Storms.
Yeah. Oh.
I left the microphones out the window. Totally forgot to shut them down.
Did that get them? Did that ruin them?
Well, I hope that somebody went in and shut the window.
You would hope, but you never know.
Well.
Yeah, we were at that game too. We really enjoy going to the girls' soccer games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind the boys, but our girls are they are such hard workers and
Yeah.
they just
Understood.
compete and yeah, it's fun to go.
Yeah, I seriously woke up the next morning and realized that you left the microphone.
I don't blame you. That stopped at 3 minutes left and said, "Hey, see ya." And I had it was me and my wife. We have a 7-year-old and twins that are 3. And they were just running around. Get in the stroller, let's go. And then we left the game and it was just kind of still.
It was funny.
But we hadn't eaten dinner, so I said, well, let's go into Runza. So we're in the Runza line and the sirens go off. Like, oh, great.
Do you know, if I had stayed there, my house got hit by the hail and everything.
Yeah.
Mine was.
And it did not get us that bad.
Yeah, see, if I had stayed there, I would have been safer.
Yeah.
But thankfully, no,
Nothing too bad.
and no damage to the vehicle that was sitting outside. So
Was there an actual tornado? Someone said.
Fremont and Crescent both had them.
Oh, it was by Crescent. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that there was one here.
I knew there was necessary. I'd heard it was maybe south, somewhere between Fort Calhoun-ish, kind of.
Yeah, they did say that there was one down there, didn't they? Because that's where we live.
Okay.
Is on that Blair Fort Calhoun over there by Lakeland. Where some of you in Blair and some of you in Fort Calhoun. We're right on that border.
Did you get hit last year with the big one?
The big one went a mile west of us.
A mile west?
Mm-hmm. But then remember the one in June that they never predicted? That
Yeah.
got us.
Oh, it did.
But
That was definitely crazy.
it's been a crazy few years.
Which, the hard part was, people always said, "Oh, you get more hail in Blair, like it's way more," because like I said, we lived in Elkhorn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look what got taken out, right?
Yeah, so our house was pretty much that neighborhood that got destroyed. That Ramblewood was, we lived in was antler country, so it was basically half a mile west of us. Same little corner intersection.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we had a couple people we knew that lived in there that lost their house.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine, and then a lady who taught with my wife, and another lady who taught kind of with us both. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was something else. I was contacting friends that night to make sure that they had power in case I needed to take the generators.
Yeah.
But there's nothing else I could have done for them. I could have stored their food.
Hi, Jagger. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. What? Hi, Cam. Hi, Jagger. Yeah, what'd you eat for dinner? Did you have nachos at baseball? You did? Yeah. Of course you did. Was Jackie worried because the one kid got hit in the face? Were you here for that? See you in the morning, dude. I love you too, Jackie. Hi, Cam. I'm a baseball. I wish I was at wrestling. What are you doing? Yeah. You had nachos in the stroller too? Okay. You want to wear it, Cam?
Your shirt.
Yeah. It is going wrong. You want to wear yours tomorrow? Okay. Oh, nice. Alright. Alright, Cam. I love you. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Head rub. Thank you. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Who's pushing the button? Good night. Sorry.
No, that was altogether precious. That was awesome.
Ran my battery to death. Wish I'd have got home to see them today. It was a long day.
I can understand that.
Some days there's feels like some of our in service. Sometimes there's teachers that are like, well, we just don't have much to do, so I don't know.
And you're like,
And then I'm like, I had a meeting at 11, 12, and 1. All back to back. What?
understood.
Nice hit, Landon.
Do we have two?
Yeah, if I don't hit, when I hit the run at the start of the inning, sometimes it has to like kick me into the next inning so it doesn't go up. I always forget about it.
Got it. Well, obviously I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know why though that it doesn't just change. If I hit one for a run, add it. It says it's on the home side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. See, the fun part was, I was already according to my system, I was already in the top of the third. So I must have hit a strike into an out when I didn't need to. Oh well.
I hit about every button wrong, I think.
The difference between me and you is I can go and I can watch this again, and if I really want to, I can edit it. I won't. But I could.
Luckily for me, there's not a lot of people after this job, so I think they just
That's exactly right.
will do with what they got.
I've had to make my own mistakes so I get mellow with the other ones. Most things I do, I'm pretty particular, but this, I've managed to bite myself too many times. I just gotta let it go. I mean, I was a swimmer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But even I could figure that one out.
Not a lot of swimming here.
No.
I mean, the couple kids we do go to Fremont.
They used to have a swim team out at the Y.
I don't know why they don't.
Maybe they just don't have coaches.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious because Elkhorn, we run ours for 3 schools out of a separate building like that.
Yeah, because I used to know the swim coach. That's how I knew they used to have it. But they're not here anymore. So.
know if we'll have swimmers in my family.
Everyone's different.
It's hard. I admit that. It's a great workout too, and good on the body. We swam a lot in college just for wrestling because running's way harder on your body. Like, not.
Yeah, you don't want to strain your body. You've got to have it in top form for other things.
But also, swimming is way more on the rest of your body than just your. Running's like just your legs. Swimming hits everything.
Everything. Yep.
And some people would maybe say they're close to the same cardiovascularly, but I think swimming's more because you also you also have to catch your breath in the water. Even if they're on the same level.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually, they call it, what do they call it now? Artistic swimming, but I was a synchronized swimmer. We actually had, so that Olympic sport, you end up with the legs up in the air and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that one.
At the same time too, right?
And yeah, your head's underwater and your legs are out of the water and you're trying to do a whole bunch without running out of breath. So I was blessed to go to a school that had a pool, so, but it wasn't around here.
My school had a pretty large pool. If you follow swimming, Missy Franklin, a couple years back, that won gold. This might have been, not a couple, I guess. The club she swam for trained out of our high schools.
Awesome. Okay, you got 1 second. Yep. When I sit up here and do this, it makes me appreciate the students. Every once in a while it's good for me to do it myself.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate them more and more.
So is this like run through BSDN, right?
BSDN is actually a label of Blair Radio.
Okay.
So Blair Radio is the low power FM radio station, so it's a nonprofit. BSDN was its own, and then when we came in, Shane offered it to us, and he worked with us for a period.
You what?
He worked with us for a period, but we're just continuing to grow it into. And so it's Kelly Johnson is the face. Most people don't know who I am. I'm also Kelly. But Kelly Johnson is the person that most people recognize.
Is it a... So you guys own it? Is that...
You don't have a nonprofit, but yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was started by a gentleman, his name is Shane, who was doing this, loves football, loves sports, and he was doing it live streams. And then when we came in, he worked with us. He asked us if we wanted to work with it. So his kids were getting out of school, and he had some other things he was wanting to work on.
I feel like that's it's been a great option though too for probably around COVID.
That's when we started, was when Kelly and I started, changed the radio station from where it was to local Blair. It was December 1st of 2019, and he walked in when COVID hit. He walked in and he said, "I gotta go where people can't go," and that's what he did. He went everywhere that people couldn't go, and we took a camera with us and we streamed, and people were able to see their grandkids, and that's how this started.
Well, the nice thing about that, I know, in Elkhorn, obviously some of these companies definitely jumped on at that time, like Strive,
Yeah,
or Strive blew up because of that.
right.
But it still took a lot of like, it's nice that this would be local, because it still took a lot even for some of the bigger places to like, how are we going to do this?
Well, we actually offer this to other locations. We actually, DC West, Wahoo, both use us.
Okay.
Mainly because Kelly Johnson's children go to Wahoo.
Okay.
So
I was
makes
wondering that, Ty.
Yeah, that's where that started. But some of the schools are not like this model better than some of the commercial ones that are out there, because we don't require the parents to buy a subscription to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, absolutely that. I don't think the Stripe does.
There's
But the Huddle,
Huddle does.
and that one's frustrating because the school, like us, we already pay Huddle to use the camera in the room that is for, like in the gym, to record for like coaches.
Right.
We already pay for your camera and your service through our sports. Why can't we stream that also?
Because they found another way to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying whether we should be able to or not, it's just the model, our model is to make money for the school.
Yeah, I appreciate that. May not always be the case.
Okay, didn't we have another prime come in?
Nope, I only have two. I might be wrong, but I thought we only had two. They scored one. I'll check.
Okay. It's 5-2 is still the score?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Alright, I think you're right.
Yeah, maybe.
Whatever.
I'll ask Coach Ron though. He's down there. He can.
I think out of the three companies mentioned, ours and the two others, there are downsides to every one of them. Ours currently is the need for growth, so getting the resources. But there are downsides to every one of them, and you just have to decide what you want.
Yeah.
Now, we have when we have the resources, we have other people commit to come on, we'll throw the resources at Brooke.
Right.
So it's kind of like anything else. It's somebody will tell me that we need to raise the minimum wage. And it's like, yeah, but when the minimum wage goes up, then prices go up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't think about that. Wow.
And we're already not charging.
So minimum wage raise only helps if the companies can pay you,
Yeah. Right.
and if other things don't go up.
Now is this technically like your only job since it's nonprofit, or?
Oh, heck no. Oh no, I work full time for a hospital.
Okay.
No, No, everything I do is volunteer.
Same with, that's Brian, right?
Nah.
Okay. But he has another job too?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't get that because he only gets, a little bit for coming up for one game. We couldn't live off of that.
Nah, no. I didn't know if you shipped him off to other...
Nope. No.
I mean, with baseball,
Yeah.
between those 4 schools, right? Is Fort Calhoun part of it too?
No, Concordia.
Concordia. But between 4 schools, you could probably have a game every day.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Some nights we've had 3 or 4 games the same night. Okay, and the fact that I'm a volunteer might be why I said, hey, sometimes it's good for me to work these games. I don't write checks to myself.
Nice hit.
So when you took a job up here, did you move up here?
Yep.
Because you said you would have been in that.
Yeah, we moved. What is it? Almost 2 years ago.
So what you're saying is you moved right on time.
Yeah, pretty close. Because that was last summer, right? 24.
Mm-hmm.
We moved in July of 23.
Okay.
So. My brother-in-law still technically lives in that neighborhood.
Mm.
It was like the neighborhood that got hit was like an old Elkhorn kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And backing up to it is kind of, well, where I lived was kind of an old Elkhorn too. Right at St. Pat's is where
Okay, I know where you are.
but in between the two, they essentially put in kind of like a deer field type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother-in-law lives in the deer field, so you gotta slide, dude.
So is your wife still teaching Oakland?
Nope, she also started teaching up here at the high school. We both moved here.
Knock it down.
Ready to tie it up, guys?
Giving us a hit, I don't know.
I'm thinking so, but I couldn't tell you.
We're the home team, we can talk whatever we want. And we don't have official books, so.
Let's just say I'd have to get new glasses if I were to actually keep an official book.
Nice hit, Landon. I'll give him one too. Why not? What's up, dude?
You want to hear this video?
Probably not if it was that kid's face.
You can't see it. You can only need my dad videoed it.
Oh
Dude, I found it on BSDN Live and like he was, I don't know, he was brutal. I think that's why I already said ball of the year too.
my god. Good thing you didn't hear me because I said, oh.
Dude, that should have been a freaking RBI, but the kid's face got in my way. And the like handshake line after the game, it was just
That's what Ron
right
said.
here, and he was like,
Once the shock of it wore off, he was going to start to feel it.
oh yeah. Well, because he got up and he looked at Rome. He's like, Coach, I'm good, Coach.
No, you're not.
Ron's
You
like,
just-
I'm not your coach.
Yeah,
You just
wrong
think-
guy. I'm not your coach. That was like, honestly, my heart is hit all year.
He's going to be colorful tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Freak accident. Oh, you can you can
It
hear it
wasn't.
too. That's crazy.
I felt so bad.
I'm
She
sure.
felt so bad.
It wasn't intentional. We all know that.
Yeah, it was like. but-
Still just sucks, but
Yeah.
And then, freaking, of course, BSDN Live went out when I hit the double. I was like, I went on. I was like, all right, I'm gonna find the video because my dad also
Well,
missed
wait
the
a
video.
minute. I recorded it. I'm going to upload it later.
All of it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Because like the guy talking, like after like it doesn't show our hitting the 6th inning. It goes out after like when they're hitting the 6th inning.
Yeah, and that's because the internet here is on my phone,
Okay.
and it's just so bad.
So you're gonna upload it.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna need that. Yes.
No,
My dad also didn't get the video because
No,
he
it's all good.
forgot to record.
I always record because the internet here, you're running off my hotspot.
Yeah, that's gotta be brutal. Alright, well, see you tomorrow, Pat.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
Yeah, I knew we hadn't gotten it all uploaded, but it would have taken, as slow as the internet was, it would have taken us all evening. We would have never been able to do this. So I suppose he'll be happy enough that I will actually start uploading it when I get home.
Yeah, he says he needs it. He'll live.
I know he will. And if something goes wrong, he doesn't get it. I can't do anything about it. But I can. The first thing I tell the students is hit record. You don't care about the live stream, hit record. Then get the live stream started. Maybe I do that because I've forgotten myself.
Hey, that's how you learn.
That's it. I mean, Lily is so used to me texting her, "Are you recording?" And she probably pretty much starts out, "We're recording, but." This happened. As long as you're recording, it's fine. That's what we could use. We could use some students that would like to learn how to do call a game.
Like an announcer?
Mm-hmm. And the way we will train them for all the different sports is we will have games that we already have recorded, and they can just, we'll take the audio off and they can just call the game like they would as if it was live. And then we'll have somebody like Brian or Callie work with them to help them get better.
Maybe I could put a word in. Because, I mean, like, I didn't know how you fully do it. I can also just go in and say, Elkhorn has students do it, why don't we? I've learned if you say things like that here, like Elkhorn and whatnot. So, I will see what I can. I don't have a lot of weight, but that's one that you can usually throw out.
Well, the other thing, is because we are a nonprofit, some of these students need volunteer hours, service hours. They can use the service hours for some of the things that we do.
Well, that and honestly, one of the other reasons we did move here also. Elkhorn is just now next year partnering with Metro for like dual enrollment, let alone like the kids who can leave here with welding, plumbing, electrical.
Right.
So why not? Like, Metro probably has things like broadcasting and
Well, we know
whatever.
Iowa Western does.
Yeah. So why couldn't we make it a class even? To be honest. In some shape or form.
I know what you're saying. So we have the opportunity to get, just like they have student intern programs, they also have senior intern programs. So I'm going to be talking to one tomorrow, and we would be able to get somebody who would potentially help coordinate. So give us more structure internally, which will help all of this. So I would love to see what we could do starting next year. I mean, obviously this year's over.
Yeah.
But even if we were to put the plan together and we didn't get a class until the following year, it's still moving forward.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure some of these sports have a young men and women who are sitting on the sidelines that can't play for whatever reason, that
Yeah.
would be interested in learning something like this.
Absolutely.
So,
Especially some of your bigger ones. I know I recruited a kid for football next year to be a manager for us because he's not going to play. He weighs 70 pounds. He likes football. He loves football, but we could easily find something like that.
that's what we're looking for, because the young man who does the call of game in Concordia, he loves the sports, but he just sits there with the headphone on and does call of game, and he can do it better than any of us.
Yep.
Because he loves it.
Yep.
He knows the players. He loves it.
Yeah. And plus, you might generally have a kid who, like you said, maybe isn't, they either love sports or their passion is kind of more of a tech type thing, and it allows them to broaden out and learn something new too with like the sports. Because I think we had 2 that did for football.
And because we have so many things going on at the same time,
Yeah.
I mean, I think Brian, I could be wrong, I think Brian said he couldn't do call of game for wrestling. But we can have the camera going, and we can actually have people learning this stuff.
Yeah.
You've already got some of your tournaments for wrestling recorded. I don't know that would make sense, but the other sports, you know your big ones, you know your big hitters.
Yeah.
Currently, we do golf. It's kind of hard to do golf.
Right.
We don't really do track that much. We do like 1 track meet a year, but we don't do tennis right now.
Okay.
But you've got your baseball, your basketball, your both girls and boys soccer usually. We've got softball. So there's all kinds of different things we can do.
Volleyball, you guys hit
Yes,
that too.
volleyball. Yeah, because that's when you find us sitting up top.
Well, if you ever need someone to put a headset on and just do wrestling while I'm coaching, you can. I don't know if it'd be commentary, it might be, but maybe it would help teach them something. I don't know.
So,
I don't say bad words or anything. Well, unless a kid gets smoked in the face.
That's extenuating circumstances. I didn't. Besides, because Brian was talking at the time, probably nobody heard it. But if it does come across, YouTube has all these things where they can take off all of your copyright strikes. You can just erase it. It's like, okay.
I'll owe you a strike. I think that was a valid situation too.
That was. I'm honestly glad I was looking down at the time. And my last job before the hospital was the School of Dentistry, so I can just imagine what his mouth is going to feel like.
Ugh.
He might not think anything's loose in there, but that doesn't mean that. We'll just wait and see. We'll just wait and see. Certainly don't want anything happening with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. coming back on, so that must mean an out.
Yeah. Oh, I probably should. At least you don't give me grief like the girls. But they give me grief all day at school
Yeah, but-
too, so.
But that's why, it's more fun. You're a teacher. They can tell you that they're... They only give me grief when the paychecks aren't done. And actually, they're pretty good about that, too. How many innings we doing today, do you think?
I bet we hit the time limit.
I guess. I could go out and put a note on YouTube that
That what?
that other game will be
Oh.
uploaded in its entirety.
Take that. That's high.
Okay, what do we got now? Still safe. Set, and where do we have? I got one first. Is this a new batter?
No.
Okay, still, okay.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, Jeff.
Okay.
I thought you meant new to the game.
Nope. I'm just making sure my scoreboard is right.
Wow, nice hit, dude. No one's there.
Good boy.
I'm gonna feel a little waterlogged after this. A whole bag of sunflower seeds in the night. It's a lot of salt.
Yeah. The young man was jumping up saying, I'm okay, coach. And that's what it looked like from out here, too. You know what? Thank you, Lord, for keeping it intact.
Maybe we'll only get through this inning if we keep dragging it out.
There've just been a whole bunch of games. Because I'm the one that sits down there in the parking lot waiting for the girls. But I've noticed that I've only gone to 4.
Yeah.
After those long games, that was very helpful. It's like,
Well,
can you backtrack on that thing?
no.
Well, I guess they're going to have an out for a while.
Haha.
Oh, you figured it out.
It's not a back it up. I have to go clear and enter.
Better you than me. One system's enough. Excuse me. Getting to be past my bedtime. See, if you hadn't gotten it right, it wouldn't have taken that long. Man, you had a pretty long day for those students today.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I also am coaching football next year. So we had our all staff meeting from 8 to 9. And then we had Maybe it was 8 to 9:30. Yeah, because I was gonna say I didn't have 2 hours off, but then I had to go to my meeting at 11, 12, 1, and then finally finished that and was able about 2:30 to meet about some football stuff. And then it was 3:15. They called me on the intercom. Hey, we need you to come to the front office. I'm like, what now? And one of the meetings I had to present also, so it wasn't like I just could sit in the meeting and watch what was going on.
Understood.
So yeah, you're right. It's been pretty long for not a lot of
Student contact.
yeah. And usually I go home in between school and the game. You would think I could easily do that with no students, but somehow it was 4 o'clock when I left school, and I was like, what? I'm not going home.
Well, if you find some students that want to work with us for football,
That would help.
yeah, there are just times when there's just not enough bodies to go around.
I know. And that's hard in football, just
Especially when we're willing to do some of these, and some of these schools will invite us in to do their away games,
yeah,
but we can't do it if we don't have students that will help us.
right.
As an example, is it not Michael? No. What's the other one? One of the schools wants a demo. So if
Once
we-
a what?
wants a demo. So if we play them this fall, we can actually go in and cover our team, and they can see how it works.
Yeah.
And it's now. I don't think it might be Mount Michael.
I wonder if they would be playing DC West. We don't play Mount Michael in football.
Then who's the one that we do? Is that there is one that we do.
Gross? No.
No, it's the one that has really bad internet because of their location. They're kind of down the hole.
Last year we played Standing Bear. Elkhorn, Bennington, Scott, Norris. I don't know, I'm not so sure. But that would be nice, right? To come in and... So, nope, I'll keep that in mind and see if I can at least put a bug in Tyler's ear.
Oh, I know it. He loves Kelly.
And like you said, some of those kids would probably gain some decent experience from it. Well, thank you. We will probably see you. I know I'm here Thursday. Oh, do you want that on still?
That's all right. I got a light switch over here for you.
Yeah, I think I'll be back Thursday and Friday, so.
Who knows? I may see you then.
Take care.
All right, have a great evening.